12 new clone fragrances. This is the series of videos where I take my newest clone pickups and I put them all together in lots, in batches and videos. That way you could go through and watch the whole series and get a pretty good idea of probably 90+% of the clones that I'm picking up in a given period of time. There's some really, really good fragrances in this list. We're gonna jump in just a moment, but before we do, remember to click the like button if you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's do it. All right, first up, a very, very interesting release from the house of Dumont. This is Soprano Ice. I guess this is some sort of a sub-house called Panucci, and they make the Soprano fragrances. Each of them is excellent. This one is quite different from the others because it is like an aquatic, aromatic blue fragrance. This one, I don't think is directly cloning anything, but it definitely has elements that remind me of Bleu de Chanel, also of some of the Y fragrances, maybe LAYL Parfum, or one of those style fragrances as well. There's also elements that remind me a little bit of Dunhill Century Blue, which is kind of a more sparkly, slightly sweeter twist on something like Bleu de Chanel. So basically it is a aquatic, fresh, blue, aromatic fragrance with a touch of incense, and that's where some of the Bleu de Chanel and Y kind of callback happens, but it smells very, very good. It is clean, and it's just on the edge of being soapy, where I like it because I don't like very soapy fragrances. That's why I've never bought one of the Bleu de Chanel fragrances. I just never have. I can't make myself like those fragrances. This one doesn't cross the line over into being very soapy. It's right on the edge, and it's got enough sweetness, enough aromatics, and that touch of incense that I've been loving this. I've worn it every day since I got it in. Again, Soprano Ice, very good stuff, and I think a lot of people are really gonna like it. Next up, another one that's been getting a lot of love, a lot of hype online. It's a little bit of a twist on a popular Louis Vuitton fragrance. I'm talking about Pacific Chill. This one is Afnan Rare Reef. And it has a lot of similarities to Pacific Chill. There is that apricot, fig, deep aquatic kind of a feel. But before you get there, there is a quite sweet citron, and I think it's grapefruit. There is a powerful sweet citrus that is blanketed on top of the rest of the fragrance. You still have the citron in Pacific Chill, but it is much more prominent and significantly sweeter in this fragrance. If you like Pacific Chill, you would like this one. In some situations, I like this one a little better because of that sweet citron in the opening. I would say it's not redundant to own a good clone of Pacific Chill and to own this one, but just be aware they're probably 80% similar. So again, this one is Afnan Rare Reef. Next up, I've got one from Dua, and I don't talk about Dua a lot on my channel. They're kind of expensive, and they're sort of, they're more, they're like a giant indie clone house, but every now and then I do talk about them. I really come to very much like Dua fragrances. We have no relationship. They don't give me free fragrances or money or even affiliate links. I just like the house. This one is very, very good. This is Black Shine, and this is their take on Tom Ford Black Lacquer. Black Lacquer is one of my favorite releases of probably the past couple years. It is this dark, very unusual, artistic, but also very appealing. I think it smells excellent. It's not just artistic and I like to smell it off the atomizer and put it on the shelf. I have worn the crap out of this DNA. I've got a few different clones. This is definitely one of the very best. Good performance on this one, but it is that dark, there's a vinyl note, there is an actual lacquer or varnish note. I think there's even maybe like a rubber note or something like that. All those things, though, as weird as they sound, they are mixed with a wonderful sweetness, almost like a caramely or vanillic sweetness with a ton of spiciness and a ton of aromatic fresh spiciness. I think it is, borderline masterpiece, the DNA. This one performs better than the Tom Ford. I've never bought the Tom Ford. I have worn it. I have tried it. I don't need it because the clones I have actually outperform it significantly. So again, this is Black Shine. So good. Now this next one is in this video, not because the fragrance is new, but because this form factor is new, and I just absolutely love it. This is our Moth Club de Nuit Intense Man, but this tiny little bottle here is not actually the elixir. This is just the EDP, but it's in a 1 ounce bottle. I wish they would do all of their fragrances like this. I wish all of the Middle Eastern houses would do, you know, maybe 1.7 ounces or so. Number one, I mean, it's adorable, but besides that, when you have a lot of fragrances and a lot of frag heads who just love the hobby and they want to try everything, it's nice to be able to pick this up for $17 instead of $37 for the full size. So I really like that they've released this. I hope they do more of it. Again, Club de Nuit Intense Man, the EDP, which I like way better than the EDT. And in case you don't know, this is a very popular alternative to Creed Aventus with just nuclear performance. Really good stuff right here. Next up, I've got one from Zoha Aroma. This one is absolutely amazing. I've never smelled the original, so I don't know how close it is, but this one is an alternative to Venom Incarnate. And oh my, this is a strawberry powerful fragrance with a lot of sweetness. You've got notes of strawberry, caramel, vanilla. You've got blackberry, cedar, leather, and balsam. So the strawberry is the dominant, prominent note without question. Then you've got the caramel and the vanilla. There's a lot of sweetness in this fragrance, but I think it's the balsam does give it some sort of like a little bit of a smoky kind of an essence. And then the cedar and the leather really ground this fragrance. So blackberry, strawberry, powerful berry vibe, gourmand sweetness, but then the leather and cedar just give it this base that makes it work together so well. To me, this is not an overly feminine fragrance. I would say it's right down the middle, unisex, but some guys might find it feminine. I don't know. I just know it smells so very good. It's a little bit funky, almost like it would have some patchouli in it or something like that. But I think it's just that leather, cedar, balsam mix. So good. Again, this is strawberry, smoking strawberry from Zoha. Next up, this one is a nuclear powerful update to an already nuclear strong fragrance. This is Nitro Red Intensely, and Dumont maybe has lost their mind, and I like it. They made an Extrait de Parfum version of Nitro Red. There's minor differences. This one has, I think, some peach fruitiness and a little less on the watermelon. This one's also got a little bit of spiciness, which I think both of them probably do, but maybe it's saffron or something, just a touch of hot spiciness. This one has a touch more than the other one does. But in case you're unfamiliar with the DNA, it's basically a blend of BR540 and Invictus. And this, to me, is the best version of Nitro Red. Very strong, very long lasting, projects like a monster. It is very good, but probably redundant if you own both of them. Nitro Red Intensely Extrait de Parfum. This next one is from a brand called Mixology. Now you can go on their website and you can choose different fragrance DNAs and mix them together. This one is a mix that I had from several years back from a different brand that I really loved. And sure enough, even though this one's a little different than the one that I had years ago, it is still awesome. So this is from Mixology. It's called Two Kings, and it is actually a mix of BR540 and Aventus. And it doesn't smell just like the other one that I had, which was from Okcha. It doesn't smell like you just sprayed on Aventus and then sprayed on BR540. They sort of take the right elements from those fragrances and mix them together into something that smells unique. It doesn't really smell like Aventus. It doesn't really smell like BR540. It's just this wonderful, unique, you know, kind of sweet, kind of fruity, kind of that, you know, transparent, crystallized, ethereal feel that you get with BR540. It's just a very interesting fragrance. I wonder if it's actually BR540 Extrait. That's kind of what it smells like that they pulled from rather than the original, but it's really good. If you've never tried a blend of these two DNAs, it is a lot of brands make it. Dua makes it, Oak Cha, Mixology. It's actually really good. So anyway, really enjoying this stuff. I've only had it for a few days. Mixology Two Kings. Now this is another one from Mixology, which is actually very different than the one that I just showed you. I really don't like the name of it. They call it Mixture 7 Pheramone. The reason I don't like that is because it's not one of those goofy scam pheromone colognes that you buy on Amazon that's supposed to attract the opposite sex and all the animals of the wilds. This one is actually a mix of Another 13, Molecule O2, and Narcotique, which I think is the Mind Perfumes narcotic, but it's spelled Narcotique. And anyway, what it smells like, it actually reminds me a good bit of something like Versace Mano Fraiche. It's got that, this is a very sparkly, very effervescent, very kind of bright, you know, citrus, but also kind of, you know, sparkly, aromatic, and even aldehydic kind of a fragrance. It smells very good. It's definitely fresh. It's definitely great for the heat. It's one of those things that you will go nose blind to because it is such a fragrance chemical heavy kind of a DNA, but it's really good. You know, again, quite fresh, quite versatile, and I can't imagine someone not actually liking the way that this smells. It's just, you know, there's nothing off-putting about it. There's also nothing about it that is just mind-blowing like you've never smelled before, but I would say if you like something like Versace Mano Fraiche, then you'd probably really like this one as well. Again, Mixture 7 Pheramone. Now, next up, I've got a pair of fragrances, one from Lattafa and one, or Lattafa Pride, and one from Dua. So this one is from Dua. Again, I bought all these with my own money, and they're expensive, but they're actually really worth it. Extrait de Parfum, everything is from Dua. And this one is called Formula 006, and this one is an alternative to Scents of Wood, Plum, and Cognac. This is a powerfully boozy, plum, woody, somewhat dark fragrance. I mean, it is a very unique DNA. I don't have anything else that smells quite like it. There's this wonderful sweet spiciness with that plum and also that booziness. It is so very well done. It actually, I will tell you, it absolutely, I loved it right when I sprayed it on, but now that I've had it for a few months, it gets better and better the longer that it sits. Very complex, definitely a fall winter fragrance, but I've even been wearing it in the evening some. Again, Formula 006, alternative to Plum and Cognac by Scents of Wood. Now this next one from Lattafa Pride, it's in this little baby bottle, but again, I like that some of the Middle Eastern houses make these little fragrances. It's another one of those little 1 ounce bottles. I think this one's even a 20 ml, but this one is Lattafa Pride's, no, scratch that, it's not Lattafa Pride, it's Lattafa Niche Emirati. Comes in this box here, and this is what the full-size bottle looks like. But you know, again, it was like 17 bucks for this presentation. It even comes with one of these little travel atomizers, which I think is an amazing deal. And this fragrance is also similar to Scents of Wood, Plum and Cognac. It doesn't have the boozy note, but it has a similar plum, spicy, and dark mix of fragrances. It is sweeter, it is less complex, but I love it. I've been often wearing on half of my body the Dua, on half of my body the Lattafa, and it's just really good stuff. Whether you buy the tiny bottle or the full-size one, if you're looking for a great fall and winter fragrance, this may just be it. Niche Emirati Al Johara. And finally, a couple quick mentions from the house of Fragbar. I've been super impressed with Fragbar. They do very high quality clones, pretty much on the level with like a Dua or an Alexandria, but Currently, their prices sit significantly lower, probably 25% lower, and I really, really appreciate that. This is Fragbar's travel spray size, their take on Guerlain Ideal Parfum. So the Ideal fragrances are known for the sweet almond accord, and then they add different notes. You know, the EDP has got cherry, the Extreme's got plum and cedar, the L'Intense has got incense, and so on and so forth. So the new one, the Parfum, really focuses on leather. Even though some of the others have leather, this one, that's kind of the standout that sets it apart from the other flankers. They did a great job. It's long lasting. It smells like one of the Guerlain fragrances. It is wonderful. It's definitely more of probably a 3-season fragrance, so minus summer, but man, I love it. Check it out from Fragbar. And number 12, Fragbar's take on Tom Ford Plum Japan. And I've got 3 clones now of Plum Japan. I never got to smell the original, but from what I've seen online and from the different things that I've tried that are supposed to be like it in one way or another, 2 of the houses that I've tried, I think actually nail the DNA, and that would be Generic Perfumes and Fragbar. This is kind of a leathery, dark, oudy, you know, wonderful, complex plum fragrance, and this one smells almost identical to the Generic Perfumes. Zoha makes one as well, which is excellent, but it is way more prominent on the plum, the fruity, sweet plum note. But these are more kind of the dark, you know, again, more complex takes on the DNA. So anyway, I love this fragrance. I love the Generic Perfumes. It's awesome. Definitely a fall and winter fragrance, but if you want a good alternative to Plum Japan, either this one or the Generic Perfumes would be a great choice. That's been 12 new clone fragrances. I'd love to hear from you. What are some of your favorite new clone pickups? If it's something you haven't seen on the channel, please drop me a link and there's a good possibility I'll pick it up. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to give the video a like if you like it and subscribe. I've got videos coming out every other day. I'm Justin. This is Sillage Scents.